today's episode is about being curious instead of following your passion, specifically for people who don't know what their passion is. That's like people like me who are still figuring things out and figuring out what they want to do. But I think this is a really interesting topic, and it will be a quick episode. So with that being said, welcome to another episode of Model Metasco. Today we have another solo episode, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share. Again, it's my birthday month, so I really, really appreciate that. I will really appreciate for that to be my gift. Hopefully that made sense. And if you're watching on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow there. And in Spotify, you can comment as well. And again, I will accept that as a gift. And yeah, with that being said, let's officially start the episode. So, being curious instead of following your passions. This is something I listened to either in a YouTube video or in an Instagram reel. And I think I want to say YouTube. But pretty much, for a lot of us, we tend to ask ourselves, like, what's our passion, what's our purpose, like, what's our mission in this life, like, why are we here? And for a lot of us, we don't know how to answer that question. Like, I still don't know how to answer that question. And sometimes people get stuck in that because, like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And one of the things is that we forget to experiment. We forget to, if, let's say, dancing. Like, maybe dancing is a passion of mine, but I don't really do anything about it. Like, why aren't you learning it at home? Why don't you take a class? Blah, blah, blah. And so, in this video, she was pretty much talking about, like, if you follow your curiosity, even if the tiniest, slightest, like, if you have no idea what you want to do, but you follow your slightest curiosity, like, no matter how small it is, like, it's gonna lead you somewhere. And this is a way better perspective, or a way better approach of doing this, to find your passion, because it allows you again to experiment and to just be curious, to play and enjoy the moments, like learning new things. And so that's really important for me. When I was my form of experimenting was starting the podcast. I was like, I think it was like a whole year that I wanted to do a podcast. I never really started it. But when I started it, I followed my curiosity. I interviewed people who I wanted to interview. I was like, okay, like, this is how you do it. I kind of went into funks in there. I was like, oh my god, like, this is like a repetitive thing, like sending emails, like doing podcast clips and whatnot. I was like, okay, now I know a bit more of, like, what it takes to have a podcast, and at least, like, the basic stuff. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. Okay, I'll follow that. And then I kind of, like, took a break from interviews, and I started doing solo episodes and followed my curiosity there. Okay, what do I have to say? Like, what's like, can I improve my speaking skills through this? And kind of following my curiosity there. And that was kind of like, and now I hit, like, the phase of, like, wanting to do interviews again. And of, like, I feel like I've gained more confidence now, where I can interview people, like people who are doing what they want. And one of my goals too is to do a road trip, and that's me following my curiosity too, because I've been wanting to do a road trip for such a long time. Maybe, like, really, like, minimum, like, 4 years that I've been wanting to do a road trip, and I'm still figuring things out, like, how to do it. I need a car. I need to purchase a car, and that's really the only thing that's stopping me. But besides that, like, I'm following my curiosity, so I'm starting to plan the thing and seeing how I can get closer to it. But I'm following my curiosity, and I'm doing little things that allow me to get closer to it. And so that's kind of like one way that I followed my curiosity. Another one right now, I want to take a dance class. I enjoy dancing. I love dancing, but I suck at it. I'm not good at it at all, and I definitely have improved throughout the years, like the past year and a half. But there's, like, I want to learn bachata, I want to learn salsa, and there's nobody in my family that knows how to dance. So at least bachata or salsa, my dad knows how to dance cumbia. So I know a bit of cumbia, but even, like, leading, I would love to learn how to lead I would love to learn how to lead in a cumbia, like, how am I supposed to phrase that? But pretty much, like, being the lead in when there's a cumbia song coming up. So I haven't done the class, but I am gonna sign up I might go today or I might go next week when I come back from my trip, and that's just something I'm gonna try to, like, that's my, I'm following my curiosity. Like, I've always wanted to take a class, and I'm gonna take a class. So, in making those investments in myself as well. So that's pretty much it. I know it's a really small video or it's a really small episode, but it's just following your curiosity. And if there's actionable steps that you can take from this, is like, what what's piquing your interest? Like, is there something, maybe since you were a kid, is there something that you were interested in? Like, maybe you want to go back to it. Is there something that's piquing your curiosity now, but because of fear, because you have to get out of your comfort zone, you're not doing it? Like, what's small steps that you can take to face that fear and to follow that curiosity? And just like start questioning, start reflecting, start answering those questions, doing like meditations, asking for guidance, asking the universe for a sign, whatnot, and or giving you that courage to do the thing that you want to do. And just start small, like maybe talking to some people that are doing the thing that you want to do, stuff like that. So yeah, I think again it's a really small episode, but I think it's really important because we tend to really stay in our heads of like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? And like we don't get an answer because we're not experimenting with anything, with our curiosity, with our interest, and we're not trying anything new. And I think that's really important. And something I really had to learn the hard way because I keep thinking like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? But I haven't really experimented. So now I have a clearer goal of what I want to do, and that's going to allow me to like go further into that. But let me know if this episode helped you out. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll accept that as a birthday gift this month or as a delayed gift, if anything. And if you're watching on if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, don't forget to follow there, and in Spotify, you comment. And again, I will accept that as a birthday gift. And with that being said, have an amazing, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.